Welcome to another fun-filled episode of the Nintendo Wiretap. My name is Amiibo Jason, and on today's episode we're looking at a game that was lost for over 25 years, only to be rediscovered, uploaded, and archived on the internet. That game is SimCity for the NES. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Alright folks, it's time to go back in time one more time with Amiibo Jason to the magical land of the 1990s. Now, I've said it before on this show, I was raised in the 90s, and the NES was my very first introduction to video games. When I went to school, we had some PCs set up with a few games. Games like the Oregon Trail and, of course, SimCity. SimCity was always one of my favorite games to play at school. I mostly just built the cities up just to wipe them out with fires and tornadoes, but unknown to me, around that same time an NES version of the game was also supposed to be coming out, but sadly, it was cancelled. In fact, the game was last seen at the Winter Consumer Electronics Show all the way back in 1991, and after that, it disappeared. But 26 years later, in 2017, 2 copies of the game ended up showing up at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. One of them had a date of December 20th, 1990. Now, one of the cartridges was sold to a collector, and the other one remains with the original owner. Now, lucky for us, the good folks at the Video Game History Foundation struck a deal with the owner of the game to create a digital copy. And as of yesterday, Christmas Day 2018, that copy has been uploaded onto the internet for everybody to enjoy. Now, the Video Game History Foundation spent the last several months painstakingly combing through SimCity on the NES, noting any changes, omissions, or any other oddities in the game compared to the SNES and the PC versions of the game. Now, once again, this game is not finished, so there are some things that are missing. Some sprites and tiles for certain scenarios are just gone. But again, this is a prototype. That kind of thing is to be expected. But oddly enough, this game is completely playable. There are some oddities here and there, but if you're a fan of SimCity, Video Game History, or the NES, this is definitely worth your time. If you want to see even more about this game, we have the link in the description down below to the Video Game History Foundation. There is so much history surrounding this game. It's one of the very few mysteries left from the NES, so it's definitely worth your time to check out. And if you're looking to play this, again, the copy of the game is available on their website as well. But there you have it, the NES version of SimCity is finally uncovered. What do you guys think about this story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And that's going to wrap up tonight's episode of the Nintendo Wiretap. I'll see you soon with yet another installment, but until then, you know the drill. Stay wired in. Bye, guys.